Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and author, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can also see this on YouTube in the video version on my channel called the Take Your Life Back Today show. For the ones watching video, you can still see that the sun is coming up. But I want you to know life gets better. Never let one failure from the past hold you back in the future. As a man was passing the elephants, and he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could at any time break away from their bonds, but for some particular reason they did not. He saw a trainer nearby and asked why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they were very young and much smaller, we used the same size rope to tie them, and at that stage, it's enough to hold them. As they grew up, they are conditioned to believe that they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never tried to break free. The man was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Struggling will make you stronger in life, no matter how dark it is. And in the video, people, you can see that. Once upon a time, a man found a butterfly that was starting to hatch from its cocoon. He sat down and watched the butterfly for hours as it struggled to force itself through a tiny hole. Then it suddenly stopped making progress and looked like it was stuck. Therefore, the man decided to help the butterfly out. He took a pair of scissors and cut off the remaining bit of the cocoon. The butterfly then emerged easily, although it had a swollen body and small shriveled wings. The man thought nothing of it, and he sat there waiting for the wings to enlarge to support the butterfly. However, that never happened. The butterfly spent the rest of its life unable to fly, crawling around with small wings and a swollen body. Despite the man's kind heart, he didn't understand that the restricting cocoon and its struggle needed by the butterfly to get itself through the small hole were God's way of forcing fluid from the body of the butterfly into its wings to prepare itself for flying once it was free. Again, your reaction matters more than what happens to you. Once upon a time, a daughter complained to her father that her life was miserable and that she didn't know how she was going to make it. She was tired of fighting and struggling all the time. It seemed just as one problem was solved, another one soon followed. Her father, a chef, took her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and placed each on high fire. Once the 3 pots began to boil, he placed potatoes in one pot, eggs in the second pot, and ground coffee beans in the third pot. He then let them all sit and boil without saying a word to his daughter. The daughter moaned and impatiently waited, wondering what he was doing. What is Dad showing me? After 20 minutes, he turned off the burners. He took the potatoes out of the pot and placed them in a bowl. He pulled the boiled eggs out and placed them in a bowl. He then ladled the coffee out and placed it in a cup. Turning to her, he asked, "Daughter, what do you see here?" "Potatoes, eggs, and coffee," she hastily replied. "Look closer," he said, "and touch the potatoes." She did and noted that they were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and break it. After pulling off the shell, she observed the hard-boiled egg. Finally, he asked her to sip the coffee. Its rich aroma brought a smile to her face. "Father, what does this mean?" she asked. Well, he then explained that the potatoes, the eggs, and the coffee beans each had faced the same adversity, the boiling water. However, each one reacted differently. The potato went in strong and hard and unrelenting, but in boiling water it became soft and weak. The egg was fragile, with the thin outer shell protecting it its liquid interior until it was put in boiling water, and then the inside of the egg became hard. However, the ground coffee beans were very unique. After they were exposed to the boiling water, they changed the water and created something new. "Which are you?" he asked his daughter. "When adversity knocks on your door, how do you respond? Are you a potato, an egg, or a coffee?" I asked you this morning. Anybody watching and listening to me, are you a potato, egg, or water? Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together we can help each other to take our lives back. I did this purposely early in the morning when the sun was still rising, because we go through life a lot, all of us, in the dark somewhat. So let today be your first day of a brand new life. Are you a potato, an egg, or coffee? May God bless each and every one of you, and we will talk to you tomorrow. May God